Good evening, City Council. My name is Taylor Gambino, Civil Engineer in the Public Works Department. I'm here to discuss the ratification of the emergency order for replacement of the city's data center cooling system. The recommendation is that the City Council review and ratify the following: the City Manager's emergency order to dispense with public bidding requirements pursuant to Public Contract Code Section 22050, and authorize the City Manager to enter into any contracts required to abate the emergency conditions necessitating the replacement of the city's data center cooling system, and authorize the City Manager to enter into any contracts over their spending authority of $200,000 that may be required to abate the emergency. Here's some background on this. Oxnard City Code Section 4-20B authorizes the city manager to implement emergency procurement procedures pursuant to Public Contract Code Section 22050 for the replacement of city facilities when immediate action is required due to an emergency to preserve public facilities and procure the necessary equipment, services, and supplies without giving notice, requesting bids for public contracts. On May 23, 2024, after reviewing information provided by the city's Chief Information Officer and a recommendation from the Public Works Director, the city manager found there was substantial evidence that the failure of a cooling system in the city's data center created an emergency, posing a significant risk to city property and essential city services. As such, the city manager took immediate action and ordered the implementation of emergency procurement procedures to purchase and install a new cooling system without utilizing the city's formal procurement and bidding procedures. The City of Oxnard Data Center houses the majority of the city's internal information technology networking infrastructure, including the networking and storage servers, system backup servers, and more. Additionally, the city data center handles the internet and external network access for the main city buildings such as Public Works, Service Center, Water, Wastewater, Environmental Resources, and City Hall. On or about February 6, 2024, the city data center's cooling system, approximately 13 years old, experienced a mechanical failure. Facilities implemented a short-term mitigation plan while the mechanical failure of the system was assessed, and the manufacturer and the city's on-call repair service provider was contacted to further assess and repair the system. On March 6, 2024, the on-call service reported that the cooling system experienced a mechanical failure that could not be fixed or repaired. Additionally, the service provider stated that certain parts could not be replaced to revive the system, due in part to an obsolete design, worn-out components, and numerous required replacement components. It is not feasible to repair the system, and the service provider recommended a full replacement. The city is at risk for loss of its data center services. At a minimum, the impact of the failure could keep the data center cool. To keep the data center cool would result in loss of access to all city systems other than public safety from within any city facility. Furthermore, the networking equipment may overheat, causing physical damage and requiring additional costly replacements and extended network outages. These risks demand immediate action to reduce any further possibility of loss or failure. Public Works has received a preliminary cost proposal to remove and replace the existing in-row chilled water computer room air conditioner, CRAC units, and the associated rooftop chiller units. This initial estimate included a long lead time to obtain the necessary equipment to replace the system. As such, staff is evaluating other options and vendors to obtain the necessary equipment and complete the project in an expeditious manner and at the lowest possible cost with the understanding that speed is imperative. Current cost estimate to purchase and install a new cooling system is estimated to be approximately $250,000. Additional work and/or purchases may be required to complete the project, and therefore this current cost is only an estimate. This will be funded from the operating budget from available appropriations in the Information Technology Fund. Staff will return to Council to ratify and any necessary contracts for this emergency project. A final project total will be provided to the City Council. This concludes the presentation. Do we have any questions?